This is a bit weird, but so basically I played Fortnite because they added planes back. So me and our RL decided to run some games and see how we could do. Here I'm on the bus. We've decided that we're going to land somewhere to go and get some planes. I drop out. 5x speed as I glide down, just so you guys don't have to watch 30 seconds of me gliding down. Yeah, so our socks is going to go for some loot. I'm going to land on this path. Now up by the shelter. I'm going to go in. I get a scoped assault rifle, not the best. But then I get an assault rifle. I like assault rifles more, so I take that. Open another chest, get a green tac, that's pretty good. I do like the tac shotgun, but I prefer the pump. Grey assault rifle, I'm not going to take that as I already have a green one. I see someone land, try and get a few shots, but I miss. He's landing down near our socks, so I decide I'll come down and help. But then I notice someone else running, and I get some decent shots on him, but then I run out of ammo. So reload, and I get my first kill of the game. But I hear footsteps, so we're gonna go over. I see him. He runs behind the caravan. I miss my first shot. Artox gets a shot, and then I get my second kill of the game. Now off. I see the vending machine, not seen them in a while, but they're selling a green hunting rifle for 100 brick. Don't know if that's a good deal, to be honest, but I'm right in here. I see a chest. I was going to break it, but then I realised it's just easier to go up and grab the chest. A green assault rifle, but I've already got one. But I will take the big shields, and I will pop that. Making my way up now to get a plane for me and our socks. So I'm on my way up the path. 2 times speed, because it took up me a bit to run up the path. And here they are, the whole reason we're playing the plane. Great meme there that I made, I know, right? Please tell me you like it in the comments. I spent 3 minutes making it. But I'm on my way down now to Arsox, but he's in a fight. And he gets the kill, and then I end up crashing the plane, but there's someone else there. I come in and steal the kill for my 3rd kill of the game. And it's been a decent start for me in Arsox here. Now trying to figure out what we're going to do next. Hop in the plane. And so does Arsox, I think. Yes, he does. And then we go up and away. And we're up to Polar Peak. Arsox decides he wants to hop out and get a bit more loot. So I park the plane. A bit more of a crash than a park, but still. Waiting. He mines brick. Taking him a minute. Then he comes on, gets on the plane, and we're off again. I really enjoy flying the planes, to be honest, guys. It's half the reason I'm playing, as I've said. Flying around now. Nearly hit that tree there, and I do just scrape it. Arsox takes a couple shots at people. Going along a river now. A bit further down the river we are now, and then look at this. I fly down into the river and hit a cool bounce, which takes us up perfectly into Loot Lake, where we're going to come in for a landing so we can loot up, because it looks like no one's looted it, so we decide that we'll take the risk. We're going to loot up. I get my best landing of the plane so far. Arsox, green pump, he doesn't take it. But I get my own green pump. But I messed up picking it up there. I grabbed the big shield to use. Popping the big shield now. Gonna make my way up to this chest, where I get a green scoped assault rifle. Don't really like them, so I'm not going to take it. On my way up now to this chest, and I get a legendary heavy assault rifle, which I will gladly take. What a find that is. Poke around the corner just to check, because I thought I heard footsteps. Yeah, making my over to grab a slurp juice. I miss. Pick it up that time. on my way over to pick up the plane to go and pick up our socks. But I see another chest, so I real quickly go to grab that. Opening the chest now, and I get a grey tack, but I will take the big shield. I hop in the plane and use the rock to take off. That's pretty cool. Get a boost to get some speed. Turn around. I'm getting shot at, so I go low to try and dodge the bullets. I go over to try and find our socks to pick him up, but then he says there's quad crashers and we should get on them. So here it is, the second reason we're playing quad crashers. They're fun to ride with the boosts, and yeah, our socks crashes into me and goes flying there. Heading over the hill now. But then we see a person once we've gone over the hill. Get a decent. I crack him, get him down on whites. Gonna push in now. He's dead. Missed a couple pickaxes. That was embarrassing. But then I do end up finishing him off for a kill for our socks. Making our way back to the quad crashers now. But more shots near our socks. So I'm going to bring the quad crasher to try and help him. But then I hear footsteps. Our socks hops on. He tried to escape, but then our socks decides to hop off. I hear footsteps looking around. Our socks gets the kill, and he gets a gold heavy assault rifle now. So both the gold heavy assault rifles. I go to get on the quad crasher. But then I see a plane. I'm waiting for our socks, but he's not coming. And round the corner comes someone on a quad crasher. And then headshot with the ARs to kill him. Finish him off. I'll take his gold SMG. The slurp juice. I'll pop that. Take the hunting rifle. Arsox, in a fight, he dies. I go try and kill him. I miss. Arsox goes down. I go in for another shot and miss. I'm panicking now. I see rifts. I grab them over my thing. I'm panicking. I'm getting shot at. I was going to try and get his Rubik, but the boost didn't make it up. I decide to try and use the rift to escape, but it's too late and I get shot. So that's how game one ends for us. We decide to play another game. So here we are in game two. We once again decide to land a place where we can get planes. This time near Lonely Lodge. Heading down quite quick here. Steep dive down. Don't know why I start turning away. But in the end I do come down towards, and we think another duo is landing here. But we get down first. So we get in. Our socks goes for a chest on one side, I go for chest on another. I get boom boxes and decide, because there's no builds near us, I decide to just throw them down and they blow apart the building. That was useful. So then we decide it's time that we both take to the skies in our planes. So together we go up, we turn, and on here. I'm going to let this next part play out. I'm just saying, best kill I've ever got with a plane.
Target acquired.
Absolutely shredded in there. All shots accurate, and I end up taking him out. Flying around now. Heading down along a path to see if we can find anyone else. Running for a POI to see if we can get them with the plane guns. Nearly crashing into a tree there, but I do get a sharp turn. I end up spotting someone. Miss my shots. I abandon the plane. Assault rifle. And I do finish him off for my second kill in about 10 seconds with some good accuracy. Arsox takes my plane. You can't see his. Waiting for Arsox to get his plane, and he tells me he's found it. So I launch up. Circle around while I'm waiting for Arsox. still flying around. But then we're both up now and we get shot at as we're flying, so we decide to leave, take a shot, turn, come back as Arsox had said that he wanted to stay, and then he tells me to abort once I'd already aborted. So we leave. We're making our way to escape to Tomato Temple. Miss all my shots there. Loop up, hit a tree. Flying around. I'm gonna loop back. And then I'm gonna beam some shots. I don't miss any shots this game. I'm having one of the best games I've ever played.
Flashback. End of flashback.
So after the kill, we're flying around still. I'm gonna come down for a landing, but I mess up. Gonna try and see if I can recover the landing, and I do. Gonna hop out the plane, make my way over to Arsox, but he's got in his plane. But I'm on my way to pick up a minigun that he's marked. I grab it, look around, don't see anything else that would be useful for me. Arsox is taken off. So I'm trying to remember where my plane was. And then Arsox is in my plane because his got blown up. So we realised that nearby there's a place where we can get more planes. So we quickly fly over to go and try it. First we're going to loot up before we get the planes. But I get a great attack. However, I will take the big shield as that's useful. Open another chest. And I get a legendary heavy shotgun. Not used that weapon in a while. I think the last time I used it was on the pit free-for-all when I used to play a lot, about 3 years ago. But on our way now down to get the plane and waiting for our socks, and then we both take off. Shoot some random house for some reason. We're flying now. Intense music, what's gonna happen? I get a kill. Going up because we hear shooting. But then we realise it's tilted towers, get scared, and we back off because we don't want to go into tilted towers in planes because that would not end well for us. We are flying now along a snowy path. We hear shooting behind us, mess up my flying. But then we find a loot llama for the first time this season. Who knows, I might end up playing, well, this might be the only time I find a loot llama, but we end up looting that up. Arsox takes most of it, but I grab a big shield, which I'm going to use to gain some shield. Hop in a plane. I'm struggling to take off. Then I realise I can reverse. Then I take off. Arsox flying up near Polar Peak. I make my way up. Arsox is going to land. I'm going round to see if I can see anyone. Arsox gets a kill. Flying around the side. And then I slowly see his name fall. And Arsox dies. And the reason he said was that he did not realise there was a massive ledge there. So I come down. Slowly glide down towards Arsox. I tell him to come in. I'm reviving him, but then the plane comes in. Put it on 2 times speed so that you don't have to watch 10 seconds of me reviving. I'm in the plane waiting for Arsox. Hops on. And I kind of mess up my takeoff, but then end up recovering it. Realise we need to get to zone. I was tempted to. I drop Arsox off there so we can check for some loot. He decides that there was nothing useful to him. But then in the distance I spot a supply drop and I miss almost every shot. The first shot was Arsox. But then as we get closer, we both start hitting shots to bring the supply drop down. Yeah, Arsox hops out and I kind of trust the plane that it won't go flying off and crash. I noticed that it's fine. So we open the supply drop and I get a legendary rocket launcher, but give it to Arsox as I'm the one who's driving the plane. We think it's going to be very cool to have me flying on a plane with Arsox having an RPG to shoot people off the side of the plane with. I use the big shield. I'm up to 200 shield now. Build a pathway up to hop into the plane. Arsox hops onto the plane and then I boost up the mountain to take off. We realise that we're not in zone, so we start making our way towards zone. Into zone now by Loot Lake. We're near Dusty Divot. And then we spot someone. I missed the shots. I ended up hitting the roof of the house. We crash. Arsox misses an RPG. We come in. Arsox gets a kill. I'm on my way to go and grab the plane when Arsox gets shot at. Yeah, they start shooting at my plane, so then I hop out. They're shooting, but we can't see where they are. They beat my Arsox, and he's got no shield left. I push. And then Arsox gets hit down to 7 health, he told me he was at the time. I minigun, get a couple shots, but then I get cracked from a headshot. Down, low, and then I get knocked. Arsox fires an RPG. One plays, I'm trying to hide. But he comes around the corner, shoots me. And then Arsox gets finished off. So overall we finished 11th and then 8th. So yeah, thanks guys for watching.